I will always be Muslim. How others perceive me to be is not in my control. At the age of 10, my mother came to me and told me that it was time to wear a hijab. I was agitated. Why did I need to wear one? She gave me so many answers. It was to protect myself and to follow my family members' steps in attaining a higher sense of religion. I felt insecure about the situation and did not understand any of it. I chose to wear the scarf because it was the only reason I could see. I wore the hijab everywhere I went. I felt the pain in my chin from the pins. I complained to my mother, and she gave me different hijabs. I was told to cover myself. I could no longer talk to the boys in my classroom. Everyone was a threat, and my scarf would protect me. I felt self-conscious everywhere I went. Was my scarf covering my hair? Was my skin covered? The spiritual connection to God through my hijab seemed non-existent. My female family members always told me that I would eventually feel a connection in due time, but I felt inhuman. Throughout my teenage years, I contemplated taking my headscarf off. I didn't understand its purpose. I saw men look at my sister despite her covered hair and body. Was the reason for the scarf to avoid the gazes of men? Why couldn't men choose to control themselves? I began to hate men with a fury. I couldn't understand their stupidity, and this led me to feel trapped within myself. I couldn't understand why God would put me under such a burden. My thoughts merged with death and the possibility of ending my suffering from it all. I didn't believe God could exist if he would put me under such pressure. Why couldn't I even talk to my cousin without him thinking that I was a female? It hurt way too much. My faith was falling from my grasp, and I could not do anything. At the age of 19, I took off my headscarf. I was appalled at how some of my family members reacted. Was I only an object to be adorned with the illusion of religious sincerity? To me, God was a figurative, imaginative story, and I had no idea when he would come and grab me from the torrential rain that was pouring onto me. As I have grown substantially in the last couple of years, I have begun to learn about Islam in a different setting, a personal setting. Through this, I believe that I would be accepted into community despite any scars I carried. I'm beginning to believe that this is not true, and there is no place for me in a Muslim community if I am perceived for being an infidel, for not following the religion exactly as it is stated. Does the bare skin that you see reflecting in your eyes lead you to believe that I am not a worthy human? For the future women of the world, may we create an environment where they may prosper despite any flaws or inflictions others put onto them. May we open our hearts with love and set aside hatred.